Yeah, I mean, look at the last time they came to America and what the plans they had were. Andy Ruiz stopped that, so this is Andy Ruiz 2.0. Yeah, 100%. It's a massive mistake to look past this. Seriously, I'm putting a stint in all of those plans. Don't book anything. Don't arrange flights and hotels. I'm knocking this guy out, becoming the CEO of Matchroom Boxing, and changing the plans. And it's going to be me versus Tyson Fury next year.
Yeah, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to break his face. I'm going to break his body up. I'm going to stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality. And I know what's in my heart. I know what's in my mind. And I'm here to compete. I'm here to prove myself that I'm the better fighter. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'll do that until I finish fighting, no matter who it is.
Two-time former unified heavyweight world champion, 2012 Olympic gold medalist, Anthony Joshua, against the man who dares to dream bigger than them all, the one and only Jake Paul.
Jake Paul turned up the heat at the press conference, directly challenging Anthony Joshua and setting the stage for one of boxing's most explosive showdowns. From the very start, the press conference quickly turned into a showcase of Jake Paul's unpredictable and provocative side. As it went on, he made sure to stir drama, directly addressing Anthony Joshua, threatening his legacy and outlining his bold future plans. Paul confidently claimed he would be the one to knock out Joshua, take over as CEO of Matchroom Boxing, and set up his next fight against Tyson Fury.
And I want the best version of Anthony Joshua on December 19th, and it's going to be the best version of Jake Paul that you've seen, and we'll see who's better.
Last week on the Eubank Ben broadcast, Turki Al-Sheikh was laying out plans for Anthony Joshua. Said he had a fight in February, said he had a fight in the fall. Does any part of you relish the opportunity of perhaps ruining some big plans for AJ and the team in 2026?
Yeah, 100%. It's a massive mistake to look past this. Seriously, I'm putting a stint in all of those plans. Don't book anything. Don't arrange flights and hotels. I'm knocking this guy out, becoming the CEO of Matchroom Boxing, and changing the plans. And it's going to be me versus Tyson Fury next year.
When asked about feeling disrespected by Eddie Hearn's handling of the fight, calling it a Christmas gift, and suggesting Jake might get knocked out, Paul addressed all the criticism head-on. He assured everyone that on December 19th, all doubts and plans against him would be put aside. Fully motivated, he compared facing Anthony Joshua to his previous matchup with Andy Ruiz, insisting that taking on Joshua is just like stepping back into the ring with Andy Ruiz 2.0.
Do you feel like you are being disrespected with all these plans? You know, even Eddie talking about, like, it's a nice little Christmas gift, and we'll go in there, we'll make some money in Miami, we'll become big stars here in the United States, and then we're on to the serious stuff. That's the way it's being laid out.
Yeah, I mean, look at the last time they came to America and what the plans they had were. Andy Ruiz stopped that, so this is Andy Ruiz 2.0.
Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua also fired back with a fiery response, showing no fear of Jake Paul's trash talk. Confident and aggressive, he predicted he would break Paul's face, crush his body, and secure the finish. Addressing claims about Paul's future fights, Joshua emphasized that while opportunities have been on the line, his full focus is on Jake Paul. He promised to make a statement in the ring on December 19th, proving who truly rules the boxing world.
Yeah, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to break his face. I'm going to break his body up. I'm going to stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality. And I know what's in my heart. I know what's in my mind. And I'm here to compete. I'm here to prove myself that I'm the better fighter. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'll do that until I finish fighting, no matter who it is.
Who are those opponents lined up for you in 2026?
My focus is on Jake Paul.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Is that true, though? Do you have those two fights lined up already?
They're not signed, they're not sealed, but they're opportunities, really. They're just opportunities in the game. But my main focus as signed and sealed is Jake Paul, so that's all I've got in front of me.
Then came the face-off, and one thing was impossible to ignore: the size difference. Just weeks ago, Jake Paul looked big and imposing against Gervonta Davis, but standing across from the massive Anthony Joshua, he looked almost like a kid. The showdown immediately sparked debates about whether Paul can really match someone of Joshua's caliber, and how the size gap might affect him in the ring. Regardless, anticipation is now at a fever pitch for what promises to be one of boxing's most explosive showdowns.
Of an 8-round heavyweight battle that is going down December 19th, live and exclusively on Netflix. unimaginable, the unthinkable. Who would have thought just a week ago we'd be looking at this?
Meanwhile, as the fight takes shape, questions have emerged about how it will actually play out. Critics have slammed Anthony Joshua for choosing to face Jake Paul, suggesting it could put his legacy at risk. In a recent episode, Ariel Helwani broke down the matchup with Matchroom Boxing CEO Frank Smith. He noted that some fans fear that if the fight ends quickly, Joshua could be written off. Frank, however, assured everyone that no shortcuts have been agreed upon. It will be a full 8-round fight, and he is confident Joshua will knock out Jake Paul.
What do you say to the people who say Anthony is ruining his legacy just by taking this fight?
Fans don't respect what he's done in the sport already. He's an Olympic gold medalist, 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world.
I sort of sympathize with him because I feel like if he doesn't beat him quicker than he beat Francis, people are just going to write it off. I'll ask you bluntly, have there been any discussions about there's an agreement, there's a secret contract? Have any of those discussions happened regarding this fight?
It's an 8-round professional fight. AJ wouldn't have taken it if that was the stance it had to be, if it was an exhibition, if it was you've got to hold him up for 8 rounds. It wouldn't suit Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is going in there to knock out Jake Paul.
At the same time, Matchroom Group chairman Eddie Hearn shared his reasoning behind the fight. He described Jake Paul as just a little money grab and revealed that after this bout, the plan is to move forward with Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury in 2026. Hearn criticized Paul for being so eager to take the fight, and while showing some respect, he called it a risky decision. He warned that on December 19th, Joshua is coming to dominate and that Paul is likely to be massively beaten.
And now we're doing an 8-rounder a few weeks later for a 40th or 40 times the money we were going to get to fight tonight against Jake Paul. You can't make it up. I think it's crazy. I think Jake Paul, you know, respect to him, but it's a terrible decision from him. He's going to get beaten. He's going to, he's going to get served up on December the 19th. And we're going to move on with our plans for a massive 2026, which is to fight Tyson Fury and try and position ourselves to fight for the world heavyweight title. This isn't for, I mean, say it's not a cash grab. I mean, we're fighting for the money, the profile a little bit.
Furthermore, Eddie Hearn emphasized that this fight is like a Christmas bonus for them, designed as a major spectacle where the world could see Jake Paul retire afterward. He explained that their plan is to move on to bigger opportunities and fights once Joshua secures the knockout. Addressing rumors about contractual tricks, Hearn assured fans that nothing underhanded has been allowed. His confidence is clear. Anthony Joshua is set to break Jake Paul's face and knock him out, putting an end to the fake Paul narrative once and for all.
The ability just to run out, which is what we were going to do here. But nothing changes for us in terms of the focus of what we want from AJ's career. This isn't like, oh, we're going to fight Jake Paul and retire. This is just a quick little Christmas bonus, and it's a hell of a Christmas bonus. We can't believe our luck.
Obviously, a lot of people going into this fight, Eddie, they're expecting quite a demolition job from Anthony Joshua. You expect him saying like a round,
whenever he wants. I mean, I don't think AJ's not the kind of guy that's going to start kind of messing around and doing 3 or 4 rounds. And you get some people go, yeah, I bet there's something in the contract where it's like, don't be ridiculous. I mean, I wouldn't even allow that, let alone AJ. He's going to go in there and he's going to do a job on it.
As the reactions keep coming, promoter Frank Warren also shared his perspective. He pointed out that Anthony Joshua is the heavy favorite due to his experience and the significant size advantage, making it, on paper, a relatively straightforward matchup for the champion. At the same time, Warren acknowledged that Jake Paul is a brilliant self-promoter using his YouTube fame to master marketing. However, he raised a warning. Despite training like a professional and holding a license, Paul lacks true amateur experience, which Joshua's skill and experience are sure to expose in the ring.
A 2-time world champion, he's a natural heavyweight, he's a big guy, I understand there's a weight clause, so he's going to have to be at least a stone heavier than he was for his last fight. If that's what I'm hearing is true, but it's, for Jake, who's a brilliant promoter, great showman, good promoter, and
is he the best self-promoter in the game? Right?
He monetized what he's monetized what his previous profession was, which was being a
YouTuber,
and he's done it brilliantly well. But he trains as a professional fighter. He's a licensed boxer now, Obviously, the early days, the celebrity opposition weren't so good, but then again, he's got, no amateur experience.
Now, Frank Warren sees Jake Paul as fighting with his own motivation and grit, and he respects that. Going from one extreme to another, Paul has established himself as the underdog in every challenge. At the same time, Warren acknowledges that this fight is heavily money-driven, with both Paul and Joshua facing a tough test. He likens the matchup to a car crash, unpredictable and chaotic, but admits that the spectacle will captivate fans and become a massive business event.
And now he's, people have said, when you're going to fight someone, well, Jesus, I mean, talk about going from one extreme to the other. He's really up there now, and he's fighting, as I say, a two-time world champion, natural weight, heavyweight. He's gonna have his hands full. He's gonna be a big underdog, a big underdog. But you know what? People watch it because they think it's a car crash.
Frank Warren went on to say that he wouldn't be surprised if Joshua wins and knocks out Jake Paul. In fact, he believes nobody would be shocked by that outcome. Instead, fans will be fired up and excited because Joshua is doing exactly what everyone wants, stepping in the ring and taking on a high-profile opponent. Warren thinks Joshua is confident in his ability to deliver, and while he agrees Joshua has what it takes, he notes that the size and weight difference will also play a significant role in the fight.
Oh, I mean, he's a big underdog. If he did what everybody thinks is the impossible, then he'd be fired. I can't see him beat. I really can't see it myself. But if he does it, it's fine. But he's doing what everybody's been asking him to do, fight someone.
Do you think there will be a little bit of pressure on AJ?
Yeah,
even if there's a moment where he gets clicked?
He's going to go in there very confident, and for him, it'd be the weight issue.
Yes, 245 pounds.
But I shouldn't think that, mate.
The Mexican monster David Benavidez also shared his prediction for the matchup. While he acknowledged Jake Paul's confidence in facing Joshua, he warned that the decision could backfire badly. In his brutally honest preview, Benavidez made it clear that Anthony Joshua will knock out Paul. Drawing on his experience, he compared it to Joshua's last fight against Francis Ngannou, emphasizing that Paul stepping into the ring with a much bigger and more seasoned fighter is a recipe for him getting smashed.
That's a crazy fight, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be as brutally honest as I can be. I give 100% respect to Jake Paul, but that's a dangerous fight for him. He probably gets knocked out, and I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not saying nothing bad, but Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him. But big respects to Jake Paul. It's gonna be a good card. You know what I mean? It's a big fight, and it's a good fight, man. I give 100% respect to Jake Paul for even taking that fight.
Why do you think AJ's taking it?
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Discussing why the fight is happening, David Benavidez believes it's purely a money grab. He emphasized that there's no real competitive challenge behind it. Everything is focused on securing a big payday for both Joshua and Jake Paul. In his view, he's certain that both fighters took this matchup for financial gain, knowing it will not only boost their careers, but also create a massive business spectacle for the boxing world.
You know what I mean? They're going to generate a lot of money with that fight, you know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure that's the 100% of the reason why he took that fight.
Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochochinco Johnson shared their reactions to Jake Paul stepping into the ring against former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. Both commentators acknowledged Paul's bravery and applauded him for taking on such a high-profile challenge, noting that it takes confidence to face a fighter of Joshua's caliber. However, they also cautioned that this is far from a celebrity matchup. Joshua is a seasoned professional with years of experience at the top of the sport.
Yeah, if it's not handicapped, Anthony Joshua will knock him out.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. You know how much experience,
I think Anthony Joshua won the gold medal. Didn't he win the gold medal for the super heavyweights in the Olympics?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know Anthony Joshua's history, but I'm thinking about ring experience. That's pretty much it. And I commend Jake Paul for what he's done. I commend him for the work he's put in and how serious he's taken the sport. You know, from going from a YouTuber and actually taking it seriously and dedicating his life to boxing and entertaining, you know, in his own lane and creating a lane for himself in the sport. So You can't handicap a fight like this too,
Sharp and Johnson stressed that Paul will need more than confidence and social media hype. He must be ready for the skill, power, and ring IQ that Joshua brings. They noted this is not an exhibition fight, it's a serious bout against one of the world's top heavyweights, a fighter who thrives under the brightest lights. Choosing this matchup, they argued, may not add much to Paul's resume, but could greatly enhance Joshua's legacy. Shannon Sharp even went as far as predicting a one-round finish in favor of Joshua, underscoring just how dangerous this fight could be for Paul.
This ain't no exhibition. This shit counts.
Okay.
It counts. So listen, listen. Sometimes you bite off more than you chew, but maybe he can shock the world. Maybe he can shock the world, but the chance of shocking the world against an experienced boxer who's been under the bright lights, biggest stage.
This man was the heavyweight champion
of the world. The world.
Like I said, if it's a straight up, if it's a real boxing match,
it is. Normally, Jake has done exhibitions. This counts on their record. This counts on Anthony Joshua's record.
Well, it's going one round.
Chad Ochochinco Johnson also praised Joshua's vast experience, highlighting the stark difference between his ring IQ and Jake Paul's. He warned that this fight will be extremely dangerous for Paul. While acknowledging that Paul has somehow transitioned into a professional fighter, Johnson doubted his ability to contend with someone of Joshua's caliber. He stressed that no amount of training can fully prepare a novice for an elite-level opponent like Joshua. In his view, all of Jake Paul's hype is set to come crashing down in this matchup, with Joshua expected to showcase his dominance on December 19th.
The ring experience that Anthony Joshua has over Jake Paul, I mean, it can get dangerous. It can be very dangerous. So
but he believed in his skill. I love the fact that he took it serious. He hired professional people.
Yes.
He studied the craft. Mm-hmm. He got people to help him get better at his craft. Mm-hmm. This is what we wanted to see. Stop fighting guys that was washed up in their particular sport, be it basketball, be it UFC, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
If you're serious about that, okay, go fight guys that this is what they do for a living.
Can I tell you something, Monk?
Yes.
There is no amount of training. There is no amount of training Jake Paul can do that can allow him to compete against elite fighters.
So here we are. December 19th is shaping up to be one of boxing's most explosive nights, with Jake Paul stepping into the ring against a seasoned heavyweight champion in Anthony Joshua. From Paul's bold claims to Joshua's fiery response and all the expert predictions in between, one thing is clear. This fight has it all: drama, size, skill, and high stakes. We want to hear from you. Who do you think will come out on top? Will Joshua assert his dominance, or could Paul pull off the impossible? Drop your predictions in the comments below and join the debate. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, share this video with your fight crew, and subscribe to Ring Rivalry for more fight previews, expert analysis, and all the latest MMA and boxing updates. Don't miss a single punch.